Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Thank you for being here, and congrats to all the mothers who have sent littles back to school. Even though for me, I've done it a couple times over. Autumn went into the 5th grade. It's still something you can never quite get used to. But this year I put my foot down. I said, do not give us, and I refuse to buy another box of crayons, color pencils, markers. We have bins and bins and bins of all these things. So I said, no, we're going to go through. Y'all going to find the ones that aren't broken. You can throw those away if you want to. I don't care. We're going to upcycle around here. So that was one less thing to worry about. But they did switch to uniforms, which was interesting. So even though we always usually do go back to school shopping anyway, that was just another level of like, okay. But congrats if you are able to stay home, have your time back, or maybe you just have a toddler or a little one at home. It's just one less little person to feed and entertain. Because, for some of us, we feel guilty about the screen time. I know I do. And I say, y'all need to get a book. Y'all need to do an activity. And then I'm like, well, the tablet's over there. You know what I mean? I always break. So, and I think just getting back into transitioning into like the school year, the first day is always really nerve-wracking. They miss their old teacher, and for us, it's a new school, new state, new city, new everything. So they were like a little apprehensive about that. But once they get into it, they make friends, they're excited to be there, and it always works out. But this video, I wanted to talk about really cutting yourself some slack and giving yourself the advantage of time, or how you think about coming through this journey and this new thing that you're doing. So like for me, I have to now shift my routine. They have to be at school 7:45. So that kind of bumps up my thing. I don't want to be that mom that rolls out of bed, and just drives to the car rider line looking crazy. And then, God, there's always something, you have to take your sunglasses off and speak, sometimes, or you have to run in, sign them into the office, whatever. Just don't even be caught out here slipping. I'm going to have to figure out how to, shift around my makeup thing that I do. I'm going to shower the night before, I'm going to shower that morning. When I get my coffee, am I going to do, all those things so that I am my best self and I'm pulled together first in the day and not rushing them out the door. Barely got myself together, just kind of like get the stuff out my eyes and like, okay, off you go. And like today, for example, Rael forgot her lunchbox and I was like, okay, got a little window of time to work with, but not much. So once I got back home, I got some things done, and then I did like have on like a little maxi dress, but I was like, well, let me put on some actual clothes because I have to go into the office and give them her lunchbox. But and also too, right out the gate, like for me, I didn't know everything that I know now, and I'm still ever challenging myself and encouraging myself to expand and learn more about what's best for me, and really like enjoy that process instead of making it feel like it's a chore. I'll use 2 examples. So fashion, for example, I'm 4'11", so, and I'm like maybe 124 last time I checked. And so every cut, everything that's, a look doesn't apparently work well on petite frame women. Things make you look cut off. Things make you look stumpy. Things make you look blah. And so learning these little fashion rules, because I do not consider myself a fashionista, it was more than just, oh, be soft, be feminine, wear dresses and heels all the time. Well, okay, even when that's not like ideal, and okay, yes, I own jeans, and I got some leggings for Christmas and things like that. It was like, okay, like, how to make it look like I'm not like a teen mom, you know what I mean? So I was down that rabbit hole, and a lot of things I was like, wow, okay, I've got some work to do. I have even bought dresses thinking it's a dress. It can do no harm. But, that where the ruffles are, where it falls, how it's cut, where the color, print, all these things play into you just be looking your best. And so kind of challenging myself to take what works for me, take what resonated with me, take what I liked, some of these fashion rules and things like that, these suggestions, and then incorporating that. High-waisted jeans was another one that now I heard about that a while ago, but that was a biggie though, because I had these little low-rise jeans, and they don't, that's just not the look for me. It doesn't flatter me very well. Tucking your shirt in is another small detail that I would have never naturally leaned to. But with the high-waisted jeans and a tucked-in shirt, you know, and some flats, mules, not always a heel, because again, that's not always like practical. I found myself tapping into like another sense of style that I was like, okay, I can work with this, and I actually feel good about it. It looks good. It looks mature. It looks pulled together. You know, so finding what works for you, because there's so many fashionistas and style experts and people who show you how to put the looks together for all body types, you know, all styles. You know, you got your wardrobe capsules, your essentials. So it can get really fun. And, you know, don't beat yourself up again. I didn't go through and throw everything away. Matter of fact, I kept my low-rise jeans for like when I'm horseback riding, or if I'm like jeans aren't comfortable in hiking. What's something I would do with my jeans? That's pretty much it. I can't remember what's the last thing I've done in those. Yeah, the last time I wore those was when I was horseback riding. But it makes sense. I'm not going to wear my good stuff doing something like that. And investing in your pieces. Now, again, I just said you don't have to be too hard on yourself and pressure yourself and go into the poorhouse about this. But so I did break down and I bought some Express jeans. So they were expensive to me, you know. And when I say expensive, more than I've ever paid for jeans. Something like jeans. I'll spend that on a purse, but jeans. So I also had to turn around and get them hemmed, get them taken in, you know. So those little things, you know, kind of pick and choose where you prioritize your pieces. A good coat, a good, solid, nice black coat, camel cream coat, okay? Take the sleeves in. Make sure that it, you know, fits in the shoulders here. You know, those little things. Another thing that I hadn't always done was really being conscientious about shopping petite. That was a game changer for me, because there's regular and petite for a reason. So if you can just bypass all of that, it kind of saves you in a lot of alterations and having to hem things. Being self-taught is another great way to just like, it's a new hobby. It's a new way to just, you know, learn a new skill and challenge yourself to do your own clothes. The second thing I was going to mention about like what I've learned along this journey, because it isn't just cookie cutter, it isn't just, yeah, just go and do the thing and you'll have it all figured out and it'll just work for you. Everything does not work for you. So you've got influencers and makeup artists and people that, you know, put the blush, put the concealer, put the toner, put the this, Everybody doesn't need everything. I'm going to tell you right now, yes, I used to do a full face, but I was not doing the baking, the contouring, and the blush, and one other thing. I was like, you know, the last time I did a full face professionally was for my boudoir photo shoot. And I didn't want to not look like myself, you know what I mean? And I've come a long way with learning about primers and tinted moisturizers and just really having a solid skincare routine so that you can just lean further away from needing a whole full face. Because the way I move, the way I touch my face and mess with my hair, the way Raelle be I mean, you know how kids just, mama, you know, I don't like my face coming off throughout the day, point blank, period. Yes, there's some great setting sprays and things like that. Haven't found one that I absolutely love, but also too, I'm not a makeup junkie. So I'm not in Sephora. I'm not at Ulta. Just, now I'll do that with my lipsticks, but when it comes to, you know, those kind of products, I'm like, I'm a little cheap. I'm a little skimpy. Again, I'll do it with the purses. I'll do it with the shoes, but you know. So, I wanted to go back to the drawing board, get back to the basics, clear up my skin, clear up my dark spots. And then I was using a like a serum. It didn't have retinol in it. It had something in it. And it was like too strong. So I was like, okay, now I'm like really uneven. And I had to go back and do research about, certain products don't like the sunlight. You can't put that on and just go out here willy-nilly, So I was like learning trial by error. Like, now what is my face doing? Now what do you want? You know what I mean? And so I say all that to say your level up, your self-care routine, and your self-care journey is really going to have to be tailored to you. And you can take it slow. You can take it, and do whatever you need to do with experimenting with the nails, experimenting with no nails, experimenting with maybe gel polish and just getting manicures, experimenting with doing your own pedicures, experimenting with, well, if you did go get a pedicure, do you just like the regular pedicures or do you need the spa pedicure? Experimenting with our facials. Do they need to be your thing? Do you need to do your own eyebrows? Do you even mess with your eyebrows, or do you need to be threading and waxing and all that stuff? Do you need to revisit your wardrobe and just make sure you're buying clothes that, flatter your body type? Let's say you're bigger busted, and so you want to enhance, the best parts of you. You don't want to look top heavy. You don't want to look imbalanced. You don't want to look like, okay, so if I was bustier, maybe I wouldn't wear something that's low cut, that ties up under the waist, that's got frills and ruffles and lace and all this stuff, and then it doesn't balance out the bottom of the blouse, so it's just like straight. It'd be like your eye is going to be drawn to up here and not going from the full package. You know what I mean? So just those little things. Not that you can't work it, but there's ways to, again, just be the best, have the best style and the best look about you. For me, like, I am more bottom heavy. So short skirts, I can't. I would be pulling, tugging. I would feel like it's going to ride up to that little line of the cheek. I would just be that, like, I know that about myself, but I also know how, even if I was like didn't care about that, it still wouldn't be my best look. It wouldn't flatter me. So again, just take your time, because it really does take being strategic and mindful with each category to say, okay, now I'm going to focus on this. Now I'm going to focus on that. And even when you think you have it, to a T, it could be fun to revisit something and, enhance something, or, simplify something. And, oh my God, a hairstyle. Oh my goodness. Now, for the ones who wear wigs, y'all swear by being able to just switch it up and be so versatile. I envy that in a lot of ways. Like, if you want to braid up your real hair and do a bob one day, and the next day, if you want 12 inches, you can do whatever. So I'm a little bit more locked in, but again, you can experiment with color. You can experiment with hair waxes. Oh my God, there's a Black-owned business. They're natural hair waxes. They're very bright colors, but, hey, I mean, it's better than, bleaching your hair, dyeing your hair, taking it through all that harsh process. I put it in the girl's hair. It's got like a, waxy is the best way I can describe it. But it's fun. It does a little pop. I've played with it before. I'll link them below. So a new hairdo is always great for like just a quick fix kind of thing. If you're bold enough for the wigs, be my guest, knock yourself out. I love seeing it on other people. And even if you're locked in like me with locks or something like that, updos, twist outs, braid outs. I know you guys have seen me, like, I've actually curled my sister locks, and I've experimented with different colors. So, all those things just really are just such a boost, and it's just so fun. But again, don't beat yourself up. This is not about, again, when you see someone told me, it was so sweet of her. She was like, you're always pulled together. And in that moment, I started to go down the rabbit hole. I'm like, girl, please, don't get it twisted. I had to work for this. I had to like figure out what the heck I needed to do, how I wanted to show up as, what feels good to me, not what y'all expect and what works for you all, but what works for me. Because again, it's the confidence that like lets you go out here feeling good, feeling beautiful, feeling like, okay, I'm ready to show up, but not feeling intimidated by someone who is barefaced. Like, wow, look at her face. She does not even need makeup. How? How do you not have a spot on your face? My sister, her skin just glows. She's like the moon. She just glows. And then she'll get a bump. A bump. And I'm like, where? Girl, where? I love her though. And you know, but she was really into her skincare. Some people can eat anything and not have any kind of repercussions. You know, let me have a ginger ale. And I'm like, you know what I mean? But so I started to go down that rabbit hole with her and be like, let me tell you, I wasn't born like this. I ain't wake up like this. But in that moment, I just said, thank you so much. Thank you so much. That's really sweet. But no. And that's how, you know, that's where the self-love comes in, because I have to love myself enough to put myself first so that I can show up. That hair appointment was at 10 o'clock in the morning. So that means I had to get up at 7:30 to put myself first, to be able to do everything I needed to do, then get the girls up, then get them together, then pack snacks, then drive to my appointment. Rome wasn't built in a day. You know what I mean? Like, so it can be done. I do feel better when I'm like not caught out here slipping, because it's like when I don't, I'm like, you know what I mean? It never felt good to be like, not even mediocre, but just like look like I didn't care. We went to the girls' orientation, and I was so proud that I'm teaching my daughters to just be aware. Again, nothing wrong with leggings and t-shirts. I own leggings and t-shirts. I, you know, play around with the girls in them. When it's a Kings Dominion Day, it's the biker shorts and t-shirts for sure. Yes. Hiking, playground, and painting. Okay. Cleaning day. Okay. Oh, don't let me be that time of month. Okay. But Autumn said, wow, I saw all the moms in leggings and t-shirts. And I said, yeah, wasn't that interesting? You know, orientation's a big deal. You're going to meet your new teachers. You're probably going to see the principal, you know. I would have, you know, put some effort, but you know, maybe that's just her style. Maybe that's everybody's style, to just kind of do that. It's a special occasion. You know, you wouldn't go to a wedding with sneakers and a t-shirt. You wouldn't go to a job interview with leggings or t-shirts. You know, you wouldn't go to, you know, a funeral in leggings and a t-shirt. You wouldn't go to an important meeting, to the bank, to sign on your house in leggings and t-shirt. I would hope not, because these are special occasions, and you showing up says, I care. I'm excited about this. This is important to me. And this is something that I respect. This is something that I take seriously. You know, like, I am representing my effort. You know what I mean? It's not about what dresses that, you know, and like, you're trying to show off. You're trying to be respected. You're trying to be recognized as someone to be taken seriously. And let me tell you, we were dressed, and I got the email late that night, and it said, you know, the kids did not have to wear the uniforms to orientation. And I told the girls, and I said, no, we'll wear our uniforms. They were the only ones. So I was dressed. They had their uniforms on. We met the principal. We were welcomed. We were given a tour. And I was just like, huh, that was nice. I wasn't expecting that. That wasn't in the you know, the breakdown. We got compliments. Again, it's not always about the compliments, but you know, people recognize when you've tried. And I want to see everyone feel that good. I want to see everyone be that great. We all have greatness in us, you know? We really do. So take it slow. Don't get overwhelmed. I know it can feel like a lot, but you really get into it. It really is fun, you know, and that's the beauty in being a woman, honestly. Being girly, playing in the makeup, playing with your bath bombs and your perfumes and the colors and the nail polish and the dresses and the shopping and being just delving into all that. Why not? Why not? You know, that is a gift that just keeps on giving. But again, it doesn't have to be a chore. It doesn't have to be something that, you know, puts you in the poorhouse. You do one thing at a time. There's always a workaround. Shoot, they will tell you in a hot second, you know, drugstore makeups, affordable this, that, and the other, thrift, consign, rent, make your own. I mean, just, y'all know I'm going to rent my dress. I ain't playing. I do not need to buy a dress that's thousands and thousands of dollars to wear one time to sit in my closet. And definitely try to, like, you know, re-sign it. Yes, you can. I said re-sign it, consign it, or resell it. You can, but of course, you know, why go through all that trouble? Because it may not even be bought back, depending on their policy with that. Or you could go somewhere else. But I'm just gonna rent. Just gonna rent it. You know, make it simple. Keep it easy peasy. Because, you know, gone are the days that we, you know, hand our daughters down their dresses. Shoot, at this rate, my daughter's going to be taller than me anyway. They won't be able to fit it. So, you know, just cut yourself some slack. Enjoy this process. Enjoy the discovery. And happy shopping, happy exploration. And until the next video, I hope that makes sense. Again, like I had to do, take your time, be gentle with yourself, encourage yourself. Look, chew up the meat, spit out the bones. Everything ain't for everybody. Y'all know I do not wear bras. I do not shave my legs. But I still am in my feminine. I still feel girly. I still feel good. I still love doing all the things. And you'll find what works for you. And so until the next video, peace. Bye.